And I see many of you use it freely, but not thinking seriously about the consequences of what you say on social media. It's a very powerful platform. It connects us with the rest of the world, and what goes out there cannot be recalled so easily. So please handle it with the responsibility it deserves. You have got to be responsible. This is our country. You have to be patriotic. Before you communicate, think about what you are saying, because you cannot recall what you are saying. Please, if I don't emphasize this, we'd have lost a great opportunity where I have so many respected media players in one room. Harness the power of social media. My last message is that of, I'll break it down into 4 points. 1 is peace. 2 is hope. 3 is job creation. And lastly, prosperity. His Excellency the President has led this country in the last 35 years and delivered peace. His primary goal has been peace. Without peace, nothing else could have happened. Everything we celebrate and enjoy today, we take for granted. But we need to have peace and security on every inch of Uganda's 240,000 square kilometers. And that we have accomplished. We need to treasure this. It is so coveted. It's so easy to lose it and go into any of the neighboring countries. What they did, they took it for granted. The youngest country in Africa, South Sudan, they have played around with their peace and see where it has taken them. Let's not joke around with peace. It's a very, very vital component, and nothing else happens without peace. Our agriculture is useless without peace. Our industrialization is useless without peace. We cannot create jobs without peace. So let's first of all cherish peace. And if it's the price we pay, it's bitter medicine. However long somebody wants to stay in office, if he's providing peace, respect it. A time will come. Change will come. I know the youth especially have got to understand peace is paramount. Some of you are too young to know what we went through. We had lost hope. Hope was something that is so important in the days of Idi Amin. I've talked enough about my history, my passion, the impact I had in this country, a country I loved so much, and I grew up as a patriotic Ugandan. My father being killed was just the beginning. But thereafter, every single day we waited until we lost hope. We had become a despondent people. The Israelis came here to liberate their people when there was a hijack, because you have hope. Whatever challenges you have had, you are disgruntled after the elections, you have hope. Tomorrow will be better. But when a society loses hope, we're in trouble. We had lost hope because we thought no one could remove Idi Amin at the time. That's why we should always hold President Nyerere in a special place. The role he played when he said enough is enough. The rest of the world was laughing. Our friends in Europe, in America, they were laughing. They thought that Idi Amin was a clown, but he was killing us systematically. The state killing its own people. That is a terrible thing. Probably the worst thing, when you cannot go and report to the police when something has gone wrong, because the police are the ones meting out this damage. So let's cherish our peace. Let's respect whatever we have, the rule of law. It may have its weaknesses here and there, but we've got peace in this country. And let's build on that. And you have a key role to play as media. Many of you are very young. You have a bright future, but cherish the peace you have. As I end, I've talked a bit about hope. It's about jobs. We have a huge problem. And the youth, the number of youth, is only increasing. Today we have over 2 million new babies being born. Every year, 2 million. Next year there will be 2.2. The year after, 2.3. That means the number of people turning 18 also is about a similar number, 1 million. In the year after, it will be 1.9. We need to create jobs for our young people. We need to work together. And people who think this is a responsibility of government, wake up. The government will not create these jobs. We've got to find a way to create jobs that give people dignity, that make people feel that they are useful citizens in this country. If it's not a formal job, let them get into entrepreneurship. Buying and selling, that's what business is. Buying and selling. If you're not buying something or selling something, you're not in entrepreneurship. It must be a good or a service. You must be buying and selling. I see many people being told, follow your passion. Rubbish. If your passion is doing drinking and playing, gambling and what have you, it will not deliver you. Use your talent. Use your talent. Then make whatever you are talented in doing become passion. I enjoy doing business. I wasn't doing business necessarily because I enjoyed doing business, but it became my favorite thing. Solving problems using business. Not necessarily for myself. Listening to young people and advising them where they are going wrong. solving people's problems. The bigger the problem you solve, the more you will make, the more impact you will have, and the more people will celebrate you. We must create jobs for the youthful people. Prosperity.
Honestly, whenever I get this question, I don't know. I guess it's passion, it's talent, it's something that we all love to do. It is a calling. For me, journalism and changing perceptions about Africa and driving the narrative on how the Ugandan or the African story should be told using the power of media is not a job. For me, it's a vocation. It's a calling that I wake up to do every day. And I always tell my colleague Samson that even if I was not paid for it, I'd still do it anyway. I would still not do it anyway. So being paid is an advantage that comes with it, perhaps. But we wake up every day with a lot of energy, the same energy that, Chairman, you wake up every day to lead businesses in Uganda, the same energy that all of you wake up to do your daily jobs and passions, and whatever drives is what drives us. The only difference here perhaps is that, I don't know for the rest of the colleagues in the media, but for me, I feel like it's a very, very privileged platform to be on, knowing that Ugandans have given you their trust to be their voice, and therefore you must raise their concerns, ask the hard questions, and those questions must be answered. The only time that I have, perhaps, in my 26 years, the only time that I've had to make sure that I change the country I live in is this time, to be able to do news and use news as a tool to influence change or the kind of country that I want to live in. So that's what drives me. Thank you very much.
For me, it's passion. It's waking up to do the noble cause of keeping the country informed. The question always comes, especially given that I am a first-time mother and a wife, having to be at office by 5 a.m. and getting back extremely late in the night becomes very hard. But having the passion for what you do will keep pushing you each and every day. And also working towards seeing the country become a better place, because I do not have any other country apart from Uganda. Uganda is my country, and I will do whatever is possible in my means to drive her growth. And I wake up every morning to see that when I am gone, I can be able to bequeath a better country to my children, to my grandchildren, because I played part in making Uganda a better place. Thank you.
To try to bring back youth in the society, to tackle the needs, to include them, to show them, like rightly the chair was remembering, to show them a perspective, to orientate them towards the future. And it's very much important, especially for a country that has been ruled for so long by, of course, the same party. I was touching actually the issue with my friend Desire, how much important it is to rejuvenate the party, rejuvenate the relationship with youth, and trying to somehow have them back. Sometimes the temptation that is typical when young people coming from, of course, the system address young people is to emulate a little bit the old NRM warriors, and that's the main mistake. They have to be young. They have to address young people. They have to be with young people. I believe that actually this will be done. We have great communicators here present. We have a young resource, an asset that I'm sure will somehow lead the way.